Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Accidental Beauty. If you're new, welcome. My name is Laura. I'm a self-taught makeup enthusiast who wants to inspire you to just live your best life and express yourself. So if that's your sort of thing and you want to see more of that, I'd love it if you could subscribe and just join the community that I'm trying to build here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I store my makeup and just sort of the process that I went through to create the both the storage system that I have as well as my actual filming setup. So if you guys want to see that, get inspired by the way that I organize my makeup collection, then please keep on watching. All right, you guys are in for a treat. I've got my real hair today for this video. I tried a heatless curling method. You can watch over here the technique that I use to do this. It's very, very simple. I just use these heatless curling rods. Basically, the trick to this is just roll them up as high as possible. It's okay to layer the hair over itself, unlike with like a curling iron, let's say, where you kind of want to separate the hair because you want the heat to distribute. It's okay to layer it on top of itself. I alternated between the slightly longer and slightly shorter rods. These ones are 5/8 of an inch in diameter. This is actually day 2 of this hair, and I don't think I used any hairspray. So not too shabby. We're getting a little tangled, but honestly, like, I'm very, very impressed. All right, so this video is long overdue. I meant to record this part of the video when we moved in, which was April 2021. It is now February 2022. So I'm a little late doing this, but it's okay. I think it's still relevant. I just want to inspire you guys if you're looking for ways to organize your space, especially if you don't have a ton of space. These are just some ideas. All right, so I'll show you guys a little bit of a like sort of behind the scenes absolute fail trying to build this furniture. And then I'll show you how I set up my filming area, which is actually the same setup that I have right now, and how I initially organized my stuff. So I already had the Alex 9 drawers. Those are like the tall ones that like all the influencers have. And then I bought 2 of the Alex 5 drawers. So they're basically just half the size. And I'm going to show you how I put it together with some difficulty. And we're just gonna unpack everything. So this is just what the drawers are gonna look like. So everything is out on the floor. And you can see that these are the Alex 5. They're the smaller drawers. I have no like carpentry skills or just, I am not good at this kind of stuff. So this was a little difficult for me. Also, following Ikea instructions are kind of challenging. So here's an in-progress shot of just the drawers by themselves. Then I realized that I put it together upside down. So I am brilliant, and I set these up upside down. I'm super smart. So now I have to unscrew all of these guys to take it apart and put it back together again. So I had to take everything apart and reassemble it, and here we are with it the right way. And there we go. There is one finished. I did have some help from my husband because it was so stressful. And now you can see I've started putting my palettes in. So I've kind of got like my smaller palettes and my very flat palettes in the top one, and then kind of the weirder shaped ones, the rectangular ones in the next drawer. This is in my tall Alex 9. That's where I keep my brushes, my lashes. This is just a Sephora gift box that I keep a lot of my lashes in. And then here I keep like my setting sprays, setting powders, that sort of thing. And then I've got a whole box full of special effects makeup, so I'm going to just devote a drawer to that. And this is just me kind of unpacking everything as we moved into our apartment, try and make it look nice. And then this is just an old wig box, but I decided I have a number of these lying around and I'm not keeping my wigs in them. I've found a better way to store those, but still working on it. So I figured this is a good place to store my lip liners and lipsticks because I don't have too many lip liners, but I have an obscene amount of lipstick. So this is just me kind of playing around with the different shapes. I like to keep my lip liners in their boxes when possible, and sometimes my lipsticks as well. It's just easier to keep track of. And then also it's just easier to store them because they're flat. They don't roll around too much. Some of them I've thrown out the boxes, so can't really do anything about that. It's also just easier to find them when I can see the packaging and like easily identify like, oh, that's Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, that's Bite. That's Kylie Cosmetics. So this is just kind of a work in progress. I kind of tried to keep brands together when possible. So I have a bunch of Jeffree Star stuff that I'm trying to get through. So, you know, I don't have that in my collection anymore. Then I've got some Lime Crime, some Kylie, some ColourPop. So I kind of like to keep those together. It's just easier for me. These are some bullet lipsticks. I don't have too many of those because they don't last. So I don't like wearing them. So that's kind of what I have with my lipsticks, and then just putting more lashes away. I also have a lot of lashes. Okay, so this is where I'm keeping my foundations and concealers and primers as well, also in a wig box. And then this is what my setup looks like, and now adding the tabletop. That's pretty much my like beauty room setup. So like where I sit when I'm recording videos is right here facing the back wall, and then just showing you with my ring light and my camera and my chair. That's my setup. Simple. It's like very basic. A lot of influencers have this setup. I don't know. I think it works. It's functional. It's cute. It's minimalist. I like it. So I had that storage system for a good several months, and then I decided it wasn't quite working out. I have a lot of samples that I want to get through, and it just wasn't really working. And then I repurchased some things, sort of like as, I guess like you call it, like backups for some products, and I just didn't really have a space for those. So I'll switch to my phone. I'll just show you quickly how my current setup is. It's probably going to change, but right now I'm happy. It more or less works for me. I've got actually some products that didn't quite fit that I just need to figure out a place for them. But yeah, this is basically, the setup is working well for me. So really the major thing that has changed, I guess I'll talk about it and then I'll just show you. So this is, I'll just go drawer by drawer. This is my current setup. So drawers on, from the desk part, the drawers on the left side, my husband has some of his stuff there. I've got like some sort of school supply stuff, some work stuff, because this is a desk. So I'm not going to be showing that stuff. On the right set of drawers at the desk, top shelf, we have flat, thinner palettes, larger size palettes. So like Jaclyn Hill, here's some BH Cosmetics, a palette that shall not be named, City Color. But predominantly what I have in here are my smaller palettes, loose pigments, some single shadows, but those are in smaller palettes, and liquid eyeshadow. Then the next drawer down, we have kind of like mid-size palette. So like I've got my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I've got a Kaleidos, the Electro Turquoise. I've got the Melt Gemini palette and the Melt Beetlejuice. So kind of like, I guess like mid-size and small rectangular palettes in here. Next drawer is all of my hair stuff. I've got like, you know, dry shampoos, mousse, some leave-in hair treatments, some styling tools, that sort of stuff. Next drawer down, this one is a drawer that I messed up. So you can see the base of it is actually the wrong way. And this is just peel off and wash off masks, sheet masks. I've got some toner in there and some sunscreen. And then the bottom drawer, this is where I keep my skincare. I'll just note that this is on a bunch of Kleenexes because it's like almost empty. and I have to put it sideways just to get the product out. Next, we're gonna go to the tall standing drawer set. So this is where I keep all my brushes. I've got them sectioned. So I got flat brushes in the far left. In the center, I have kind of like detail brushes. So like small pointed liner brushes, eyebrow angled brushes, that sort of thing. And then on the far right, I've got all my blending brushes. In the front, you can see it's overflowing. That is all my face brushes. I've got an eyelash curler, ton of wholesale makeup sponges. As you can see on top, I've got a little like lipstick acrylic holder. My mom gave this to me because she wasn't using it. On top of this set of drawers, I'm also just putting brushes that I need to wash to remind me to wash them. Hasn't worked so far. Next drawer down, that's where I keep all my lashes, lash glue, eye primer, that sort of thing. So I've got most of my lashes in the Sephora like gift box, or they're just in their own little cases in this cute little sort of like burn book style slide out container. This was actually a collection with Sorn, the K-pop idol. It was a collaboration between her and VT Cosmetics. I took out the products, but I really like the box. I think it's really good to store things. So that's where I kind of keep like my eye primers, lash glue, yeah, that sort of thing. Next drawer is where I keep all my mascaras, eyeliners, eyebrow products, with the exception of eyebrow pencils, and setting spray. And do I keep powder in there? I used to keep powder in there. Yeah, I don't keep powder in there anymore. Oh, except for the RCMA no color powder. I keep that one in there. I've also got the Marin mixing medium. It's kind of like Duraline from Inglot. So I keep that in there as well. So it's just sort of like eyeliner, mascara, eyebrow gel, like that category of stuff. And then anything pretty much in a spray or like a sort of tall bottle, I guess, goes in there. I don't know, it makes sense to me. Next drawer down is where I keep all of my lip products. I kind of try and keep the ones that I use more regularly in front, and then the ones in back are the ones that I use less. So it's like a lot of like lip glosses, lip balms, like stuff that I really only use for filming. But every now and then I just kind of switch them around. But yeah, that's basically it. Next is, so in the back I've got foundations and concealers. In the front I've got primers, liquid and cream blushes that come in tubes or bottles. I've got my liquid highlights, got the NYX Wonder Stick, like anything sort of like cream liquid that comes in a tube. Plus I've got my eyebrow pencils in there just because they didn't really fit in the eyebrow drawer. So that's what's in there. The next drawer is stuff that I want to review. I didn't buy all of this myself. A lot of this was gifted to me, or it's like samples, that sort of thing. So I got a whole drawer for that. And then because I planned so well, the next drawer is where I keep all of my compacts. And that includes some cream products, some powder products. I got it in a nice box. Also in that drawer, I've got backup products for stuff that I haven't finished yet. And then the next drawer down is more samples, mostly skincare related. It was just sort of overflowing from the last drawer. And then on the very bottom, I've got special effects makeup and some nail stuff. I've got all my nail polishes in a box. And that is it. That's everything. If you've been struggling to come up with ways to organize your makeup collection, I hope this gave you somewhat of like an inspiration or just sort of like a blueprint to follow. I found that organizing products into categories really helped me, and organizing by similar sized products. So that's why, like, for example, I put all my compacts together in one drawer just because they all fit nicely together. I really recommend buying those like plastic or rubber little drawer organizer things. You can get them anywhere. Like they sell them, I think the Ikea sells some. I got mine mostly at the dollar store. And then if you don't have that, I found little shipping boxes or other like gift boxes was also a really great way to organize stuff. So I actually use, for my accessories, I actually use some shipping boxes to store those. So this was from the Melt and Beetlejuice collection. And I think I just turned the box inside out, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I turned the box inside out. This is all the shipping information. I ripped it off and now it doesn't look that pretty. But anyways, this is where I keep just like various accessories for things. And it doesn't look so nice on the inside, but it's really cute on the outside. I thought it was too cute of a box to throw it out, so I figured might as well like use it to actually store things instead of having my stuff strewn around everywhere. And then I've also got this Kaleidos box that is just, it's so pretty, this box. This one was actually, I think, inside of a shipper. It's just more like hair ties and hair clips and stuff like that. That's what I keep in there. But again, the box was too nice to throw out, and I figured might as well put it to good use. So that's how I'm storing that stuff. And then I've also got some like standing drawers, like just to organize cosplays and other Instagram outfits. But that is kind of basically how I store my stuff. I don't like my apartment isn't huge. I've pretty much taken over our second bedroom right now. Oops. Yeah, I try and keep it relatively organized-ish. At the very least, I know where everything is supposed to be. So that's the most important thing. Everything kind of has its place. I just found it's a lot easier to store things this way. So I hope that helped. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. If this video could help you organize your stuff better. If you like the type of content that I post here on my channel, normally it's a lot more bold than the look that I'm wearing today, but pretty much I post lots of very bold, alternative outfits and makeup looks and stuff like that. So if that's your thing, I'm sure you'll enjoy the content that I post on my other social media. I'll leave links in the description box below so you can check that out. And if you enjoy the content that I post here on my channel and you want to see more, I'd love it if you could subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you'll get updated every time I post a new video, and I'll see you guys next time.